Take that off. See that tab off at the bottom, that white box? Yeah. Move that. That's it. Should both for it. Let's minimize them both. All right. This is first Roots holiday. Gonna do the service. We'll call the first brother up to read, and we're gonna say the prayers as well. But first, we're gonna blow the horn. Gonna bring the first brother to read. Carry on. Shoot.
You have to just stand there, this side, and just present your ancestry. So you're gonna say, put your hand by your side.
Kawan. Ban Banyanan. Ban SHALAM.
Kawan. Ban Banyanan. Ban SHALAM.
Sweet as well.
Yeah, come. Let's go. Stand back there, and then. So we're gonna do.
Amadim Shabbat. Amadim Barak.
Yahaba Shem Shabbat.
Start first in hold the wine in your right hand. Left. Hold it out.
Straight, all the way straight. Yeah.
Ready, yeah? Lie, I'm not time for you, lie, SHALAM, okay. One.
Lie, SHALAM.
That's fine, I'll just keep it all up. Right, rise facing the east. And listen to the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakavka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, I.S.U.P.K, Kawa, Haya, Washamayim, Nafaninawa, Lakam, Cow, Yuwam, Wasalakinawa, Kabawafinawa, Kasalakinawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'a, Sabiya Ainawa, Banasaya 1, Abba, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha Kapara, La'aywa Yumnum, Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. And the prayer for the power, Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahawashi, Baba Kashah, the Fundinawa, Haka, Larpa'a, Kal Makala, Bakal Madawa, Haka, Lataha, Hamatazarayam, Haka, Lahakwiyam, Hamafiam, Haka, Arakawaf, Hatama Allah, Lagarashan, Ba Hashem Yahawashi, Duwada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. And the blessings brought to Yahweh, Wa Yahawashi, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayam, Mata Zabiya, Allah Wapyahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kotazayanyam, Ha Kaliyalyam, Wa Akwafyam, Yahweh, Wa Hashem Yahawashi, Duwada Aman. Smoke too much. In the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahawashi, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, thank you, so be it. In Psalms 121, Asha Ayanya, Ahahayim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Gathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawama, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarah, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Kalrai, Yashama, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashama, Taza Afka, Wabai Ayaka, Ma'aifa, Wa'ai Amen.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. So be it.
Psalm 83. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Dakarash, Al-Shashapot, Kayahana, Awab Yaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, I am a car, Ya'ayarumwa, Sawada, Wayata, Yawa Altazaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazaka, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Lakadwa, Alika, Bayaf, Yakarafwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayasha Ma'alayim, Ma'awaba, Wahagayim, Gabal, Wa'aymawan, Wa'aymalak, Palishaf, I'm Shabia, Tazawa, Gum Ashawa, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Yabasha, Sakya. Labanya Lawat, Salah, I.S.U.P.K, Kamadian, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayakmawa, Ka'ira, Wakatazal, Manai, Kanasaya Ashar, Amawa, Nayarashah, Lanawa, Na'awaf, Alahayim, Shayatamwa, Kagabala, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Ka'ash, Ayayara, Wakalaba, Falahat, Hayim, Kanfaradakma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapafka, Fabalaham, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayaba Alwa, Ida, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayada Kaya'ata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, All you want, Alkaha, Arataza, Amen.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being the nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. The inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kisan. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Areb. Like Zeeb. Yea, all the princes of Zabah, and Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God, in the possession, all my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and troubled, forever, yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know, that thou whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high, over all the earth. So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils. And curses. And punishment. And destruction. To the heathen that speak against us, the prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, send evils, and curses, and punishment, and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils, and curses, and punishment, and destruction to the Edomites, the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Kamikaze, gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channels, the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh shine, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word, cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it, cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world, cause them to shake at thy coming in the name of Yahweh. Thank you, always so be it. All right, let me see you there.
with that Leviticus 23.
Yeah, Leviticus.
I'm gonna get there. All right. In the book of Leviticus 23 and 1. Waya Dabar Yahweh al Mashah La'amar, verse 2. Dabar al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amara ala Hayim Mawa'ai Daya Yahweh Ashar Kakwa is Kakwa Rawa Atham Makwa Vaya Kwadash Allah Ham Mawa'ai Daya, verse 3. Shashatha Yamayam Tha'ai Sha'a Mala Aka Waka Yawam Hasha Baya Shabathwan Makwar Kwadash Kal Mala Aka La'a Tha'ai Shawa Shabath Hawa La Ya Hawa Bakal Mawa Shabath Yakum, verse 4. Allah Mawa Ai Daya Yahweh Bakwa Waya Kudash Ashar Bakwa Rawan Atham Bama Wa'id Bama Wa'idam, verse 5. Bakar Dash Hara'ash 1. Ba'a Rabbi Aisha Laka Dash Bayan Haya Rabayam. It is Pasak La Yahweh, verse 6. Wabakwa Masha Aisha Yawam Laka Dash Hazar Gad Hamatazawa La Yahweh Shaba'ai Ya Mayam Matazawa Tha'a Kalawa, verse 7. Bayawam Hara'ash 1. Makwa Kwadash Yahweh Lakam Kal Mala Akaf Ibar. It is Ibada La'a Ta'ai Shawa. That's it.
What the brother just did is read 7 verses in the Hebrew, and now he's going to read 7 verses in the English because it's our customs. And this is how we keep our language when we always go into the Hebrew. So over time, we don't forget the language. So this is why we read the Hebrew. So we remember our language and our culture. So that's why we read in the Hebrew, and then we read in the English. And that's why we also have a Hebrew class on Fridays also. So we always remember our language because it's our culture. Go ahead.
Right,
Now the brother's going to read 7 verses in the English from Leviticus, the 23rd chapter.
Right, Leviticus 23 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and said, Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, earning the feast of the Lord.
So now this is why we're here, because this is a feast of the Lord. So now the Lord said to Moses, Speak unto the children of Israel concerning the feast, concerning my feast, meaning the things that you should celebrate. Now it runs down the feast that you should celebrate, because these is feasts of the Lord. Now in this chapter, you don't see Christmas in there, you don't see Easter in there, you don't see Father's Day in there. So those are things you shouldn't be celebrating. And this is why the Lord told Moses to speak to the Israelites and tell them what they should be celebrating. Because we was coming out of Egypt, so what would happen? You're around those people, so you're going to be celebrating some of their garbage. Saying that we're amongst the heathens today, so the Lord's giving us a rundown of what we should celebrate. And things you don't see in there, that means don't celebrate it. Your birthday's not in there, so you're not supposed to celebrate your birthday. Easter's not in there, you ain't supposed to celebrate Easter. So that's why this is in here. The things written in the Bible, it's not just written in there for no reason. There's a reason why the Lord put it in there, and the Lord put these in there because
He's got feasts that he requires you to keep, man. And this is one of them, and this is why we're here today. Go ahead.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
And the word holy means separate, so these are separate convocations. The Lord's got feasts that he wants you to keep, man. He wants you to keep his feasts and the holy convocations. A convocation is what, like a gathering. So the Lord wants Israel to gather, man, and keep his feasts. You see how you do it on the left-hand side when it's Christmas. You go gather with your aunties and your uncles that don't even like you anyway. Come and gather with people that do like you, man. On the Lord's feast. Go ahead.
Even these are my feasts.
And the Lord said, even these are my feasts. So anybody celebrating anything outside of the Bible telling you, oh, I'm doing it because of the Lord, blah, 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 blah. They're lying to you, man. Because the Lord said, even these are my feasts. So the Lord's going to tell you what his feasts are. Go ahead.
Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done.
So 6 days shall work be done. Go ahead.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
So the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, which is what? The Saturday. That's the Sabbath. Go ahead.
And holy convocation.
The holy convocation, which is different to the other 6 days. The other 6 days is where what? You would work and whatnot. And then the Sabbath day is what? A day which was made for you to not be at work, a day for you to do what you want to do, man. People think you have to work for 6 days and then sit in the dark on the 7th day, man. They think on that one day you can't do nothing, you have to sit in the dark. Listen, it's not like that, man. Go ahead.
A holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein.
Go ahead.
It is the Sabbath of the Lord.
So the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord, man. Go ahead.
In all your dwellings.
And in all your dwellings, man. Go ahead.
Verse 4, these are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in the seasons.
So these is holy convocations that you proclaim in their seasons, man. Like the Lord gave you a time when these feasts are, and the Lord said, what? First fruits is 50 days after the Sabbath.
That's right.
And this happens to be the 50th day. No, man, after Passover. This happens to be the 50th day after Passover, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5, in the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
And we kept the Lord's Passover. Which would be what, 50 days ago.
That's right.
We kept the Lord's Passover, man. That's why we're always in New York keeping the Passover, because we keep the Most High's feast days, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, and on the 15th day of the same is the feast of unleavened bread. So the Passover would be the 14th day. Then on the 15th day is the feast of unleavened bread, which means what? You have to eat some unleavened bread for 7 days. Is it 7 or 8 days? It says 7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, you have to eat unleavened bread for 7 days, which means you can't eat nothing with yeast in, nothing with raisin agents in, and so forth. We also kept that feast, you know why? Because we obey God's every word, man. That's why we kept that feast. Go ahead.
7 days must ye eat unleavened bread. So 7 days you have to eat unleavened bread, even if you don't like it. Because usually it starts off all right the first 2-3 days, and then it gets rough after what, the 4th day? After the 4th day? Nah, the second day.
Yeah. After the 3rd or 4th day, you start to get sick of it and whatnot. But you still keep it because the Lord wants you to keep it, man.
Right.
So you can remember what happened in Egypt when we left Egypt, man. Go ahead. And the Lord says you keep these as memorials in their generations. Go ahead.
Right. In the first day, ye shall have a holy convocation.
On the first day, you have a holy convocation, which is a feast day where you come together, break bread and whatnot. Go ahead.
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Go ahead.
Verse 8, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. So now, when we was in the land before Yahushua, we used to what? You would offer an offering on these days, but we no longer do them kind of sacrifices, because obviously Christ is our sacrifice. Christ is our Passover. So we no longer do animal sacrifices and so forth no more. What you do now is you obey God's every word, man, and keep his law, statutes, and commandments. That's what you do. And you honor his son. Who's up next? Magawa.
All right, just stand here. Stand there, and then you have to. So you say, no, you do you.
Maghrib Shabbat. Yes.
Barak, Yahweh Shem Yoshem Barak.
Now
And
you're
then
gonna say.
go ahead, and then you say it back.
So so you're gonna say Agawa, Ban Yum Yum, Ban Yashua Almost. All right. So that's.
And then we say it now. Magawa Ban Yam Yam Ban Yasha Allah. And then you step down. And then Magawa comes up. So okay, he's going to read the Hebrew for you.
Yeah, I got that.
You got it. All right. Now the brother's going to read 7 more verses in the Hebrew. Then we're going to break it down in the English.
All right. Verse 8. Wa Hakwa Bathum Asha La Yahweh Shaba'ai Yamayam Bayawam Hashabaya Makwara Kwadash Kal Malak Malakath I Bada La'a. Verse 9. Wayadaba Yahweh Al Shema La'ama. Verse 10. Daba Al Banya Yasha'ala Wa Amara Ala Hayam Kaya Thaba Awa Al Ha'arataza Asha Anya Nathak Lakam Wakwatazar Ratham Af Kwatazar Yara Wahaba Thum Af Aima Ra'a Shayaf Kwatazar Yarakam Al Haka Hakawan. Verse 11. Wa'a Nayakwa Af Ha'ai Mara Lapanya Yahweh La Ratazar La Ratazar Nakam Mamak Raf Hashabaf Yanaya Panwa Hakawan. Verse 12. Wa'ai Shayaf Baya is Bayawam Hanayapakam Af Ha'ai Mara Ka Bash Ka Mayam Banya Shanya Thum La'ai La'a La Yahweh. Verse 13. Wama Nak Tawa Shaya Aisha Ranayam Salaf Ba Lawa La'a Basha Mawa. Verse 14. Wala Kakam is Wakwa Laya Waka Ramal La'a Tha'a Kal Lawa Aid Aitazam Hayawam Hazar Aid Haba Yakam Af Kwara Banya Alahayakum Kakwaf Iwalam La Dabar Fayakum Banya Masha Bathayakum.
And now some verses in
Leviticus 23 and 8.
23 and verse
And
8.
8. But just right here.
Leviticus 23 verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by the fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is an holy convocation. You shall do not servile work therein. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land.
So this is the time when we was in the wilderness. So he was giving us instructions for we're gonna go into the land. Go ahead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Okay. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land which I gave unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof.
So it says, when you come to the land, I shall reap the harvest thereof. Go ahead.
Then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruit of your harvest.
You shall what? Bring a sheaf of the first fruits. So back then you'd bring what? The best of what you had and so forth. That's what it's talking about. First fruits, meaning the best. Go ahead.
Harvest unto the priest, and
you bring that to the priest. Go ahead.
And ye shall wave the sheaf before the Lord.
Go ahead.
To be accepted for you on the morrow after the Sabbath. The priest shall wave it.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf, and he lamb which.
So after you wave the sheaf, you'd offer a he lamb, a male lamb. But obviously, Christ is our lamb and our Passover, so you no longer do that. Go ahead.
Blemish, without blemish.
So you offer one which was perfect, without blemish, no bruises, no broken bones, no nothing. A perfect one. And obviously, people's most perfect one was the one you would like the most, because this one was the one that's going to make you the most money because it's perfect. So you would have to offer this perfect one. Go ahead.
Of the first year for a burnt offering.
You offer that one up for a burnt offering. Go ahead. Like you couldn't just give the old one that's ready to die and bruised up, broken legs, and so forth. You had to give the best one you had of the first ones. Go ahead.
And and the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil.
And the what?
And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil.
And listen, man, this is how you know this is a black man's book, man. It's a fine flour mingled with oil, man. And who makes fried chicken that way, man? We do, man. We put all flour on it and put it in oil and whatnot. Listen, if this was the white man's book, it would say meat with meat that hasn't been washed. That's what it would say. Meat that you don't wash. You just put it on the fire with raw blood in there. That's what it would say. If this was a white man's book, it would say meat with fine flour, man. Because this is a black man's book. Go ahead.
An offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor.
And then you would offer it made by fire unto the Lord. But some people get this misconstrued and think what the Lord actually eats the meat. Nah, man, it don't work like that. When it says you give it to the Lord, the priest eat it, man. You give it to the priest. Like you don't eat it yourself. The priest will eat it. Go ahead.
And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine.
And the drink offering shall what?
Be of wine.
And the drink offering shall be of wine, man. And that's what we like to drink wine. Go ahead.
The fourth part of an hin.
It says the fourth part of an hin, and a hin is like what? Some type of measurement. A hin and an ephah and so forth is some type of measurement. Go ahead.
And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green hairs until this self-same day.
So you wouldn't eat those things until the self-same day. Go ahead.
That ye have bought an offering unto our God, unto your God. It shall be a statute forever thereout.
And listen, man, these laws apply forever, man. These things apply forever. Go ahead.
Thereout through your generation in all your dwellings.
In all your generations and all your dwellings, man. You keep these feasts in all your generations and all your dwellings. No matter where you are, you hear some fake Israelites saying, "Oh, you only keep the laws in the land." Listen, man.
These like here was keeping the feast, and they weren't in the land, man. They was keeping these feasts while they was in the wilderness. Listen, they kept the first Passover in Egypt, man.
Right.
They kept the first Passover in Egypt. So how are you going to say, oh, you can't keep the feast if you're not in the land? I guess we didn't keep the first Passover in Egypt then. I think you'll find if you read Exodus the 12th chapter, we kept the first Passover in Egypt. Go ahead.
And ye shall count unto you from the morrow, after the Sabbath, from the day that ye bought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be
You count
complete.
7 Sabbaths, and we've counted 7, and now it's first fruits. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Even unto the morrow, after the 7th Sabbath, shall ye number 55 days.
No, I should say 50. Yeah, 50 days, yeah.
50 days, sorry. And ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
And back then we would offer a meat offering, but like I said, Christ died for us, so we don't do that no more. Who's up next? Shambo.
Imagine. He's on my side. Shambo. Yeah.
Shamgo, Bon Yam, Bon Yashala.
Shamgo, Bon Yam, Bon Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Verse 16, I believe. Yeah, verse 16.
23:16.
Yeah, 23. So we're going to have the brother read it in the Hebrew, then we're going to read it in the English.
Leviticus 23:16. Ayin Mamakamaf Hashabaf Hashabaitha Tasa Parawa Kamasham Yawam Wahakwara Habatham Manathakam Kadasha La Yahweh Mama Wash Bathayakam Tabaya Awa Lakam Thana Wapa Shatayam Shanya Aisha Renayam Sala'a Salaf Taha Yayana Kamataza Ta'a Paina Baka Rayam La Yahweh Baha Kwara Bafim I the Halakam Taba'aim Kaba Kabashim Tama Yamam Banya Shana Wapara Ban Bakura Akad Wa'ayalam Shanyam Yahayan Yahayawa Ayla La Yahweh Wama Naka Nakatam Wanasa Kaya Yaham Asha Raka Nayakaka La Yahweh Wa'ai Shawam Sha'aya Isaiah Akad Lakata Waf Washanya Kabashwan Bayana Shana Laza Bak Shanya Sakya Shalamyam Waha na Rapak Hakawahan Salhakahan Atham Al Lakam Habak Rayam Tana Wapa Lapanya Lahawa Al Shanya Kabashan Kwadash Yahayawa Yahawa La Yahawa Lakawan
Wakawa, Adam, Ba'izam, Hayawam, Izahar, Ma Kora'a, Kodash, La Yahawa Lakam, Kal, Mala Akaf, Ibar, Ibarfum, Iwalam, Wakal, Mawa Wash Wayakam, La Da Wayakam. What verse is that about?
So say that again.
What verse is
That was verse 16. Did you read to verse 16? Sorry, say that again.
What verse is that?
End of verse 16.
No, verse 16.
Verse 16. All right, start 7. Yeah, all right. Then in the English, read from Leviticus 23, verse 17, 7 verses.
Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitation 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish.
7 lambs without blemish, man. And if you love the Lord, you'd offer them 7 lambs without blemish. But if you don't, you'll try to offer some broken lambs because you care more about yourself and your money and whatnot. Go ahead.
Of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams.
They offer 1 young bullock and 2 rams. Go ahead.
They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings.
And you'd offer those with meat offerings and drink offerings. Go ahead.
Even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings.
And this is what we used to do: sin offering, you would sacrifice a goat and so forth, different animals, lambs or whatnot, turtle doves and whatnot. Go ahead.
And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs they shall be holy to the Lord for the priests. And ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be an holy convocation unto you.
On the self same day, it's a holy convocation. Convocation is a gathering. So a convocation is a gathering where you come together. So you shouldn't be doing this at home or on your own and whatnot. It's a holy convocation. Go ahead.
Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute for you. Forever.
You're not supposed to do no work on that day, but obviously how the white man's got this kingdom set up is sometimes they don't even give you the day off and whatnot. But obviously when we're governed by our own people and whatnot, everyone would have that day off. No one would be doing work. But obviously because the white man don't respect God, he makes you work on all these days.
Right.
He don't give you a day off. You tell him, I need to keep a feast. I mean, same thing in Egypt when Moses said, let us go into the wilderness for 3 days and keep a feast to the Lord. Pharaoh said, who's the Lord that I should let you go? Same thing the white man says today, he ain't going to give you a day off work most of the time. So if you can try and book it off in advance, go ahead.
In 21. In all your dwellings throughout your generations, and when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners.
So when you reap the harvest of your land, meaning what? When it's ripe and it's ready for you to take your fruits of what you grew and whatnot, when everything's ready, go ahead.
Thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners.
And you wouldn't completely take everything. You wouldn't completely take every single grape that there is. You would leave some for the poor of your people that ain't got no grapes. So when they come by, they've got something to eat instead of you being selfish and taking everything for yourself. Go ahead.
Of thy field, when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest.
You shouldn't gather any gleanings. What's that? The ones even which is on the floor and whatnot, innit?
God.
The ones you going around picking up every last grape and whatnot. You have to leave some, man, for your people. Obviously, you take enough and then you leave the rest for your people. Go ahead.
Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
And you leave them to the poor of your people. Because not everyone is going to have a field like you've got a field. Not everyone is going to reap the harvest like you're reaping the harvest. Some people are going to be poor. Some people ain't going to have no food to eat or whatnot. So this is brotherhood, that you don't completely clean it. You don't be like how The white man is with his McDonald's at the end of the night. He throws all the food in the bin. It's when they could just leave it or just give it to people that are outside that are hungry. He'd rather throw it away. We can't be like them. We have to leave some for the poor of our people. Go ahead.
And to the stranger, I am the Lord your God.
When it says the stranger, it's talking about a brother that's from another land. It's still your brother. When it's talking about the stranger, it's not talking about the East Indian man over the road or the Chinese man. You don't give none to them. The stranger is your brother that is from another land that you don't know. Go ahead.
And the Lord, verse 23, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets.
And they will have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing the trumpets, the feast of trumpets. Go ahead. How much verses you read?
Went from what's up? 17.
How much you read? Seventh. All right, then read this last verse and then
cool. And speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation.
Another feast day, holy convocation. It's the Lord running down his feast. Go ahead. Was that the end of the verse?
Go on.
Oh yeah, and all right then. And every brother's read their 7 verses in the Hebrew and the English. Now we're gonna do the prayers, and then we're gonna eat and whatnot. Go ahead.
Am I them?
The trumpet.
Vice to the east. That's better. The Lord's Prayer. Abba now. Shabbat Shemayim. Badash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Balakavka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Washamayim. The Faninawa. Lakam. Cow. Yuwam. Wasalakinawa. Kabawafinawa. Kasalakinawa. Kabawafinawa. Wala'ah. Sabi Aino. Wanasaya one. Abo. Hawashina. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Lakam. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Waha'fapara. La'aywalamyan. Aman.
In the English, Our Father,
which
art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be.
And the prayer for the power of God. Yahweh, Bo Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bo Kusha, the Fanina, Haka, Larapa'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Haka, Latahar, Hamatazarayan, Haka, Lahakya, Hamafiam, Haka, Awaka, Hatama Allah, the Garishan, Bo Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wada Aman.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be.
And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayah, Batazab Ya'ah, Alabak Yohanna, Ha Alawapya, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kotazayanyam, Ha Kaliyanyam, Wa Akwafya, Yahweh, Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wa Aman.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be.
Psalms 121, Asher Ayanya,
Al-Hahayim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, Shemayim, Wa-Ratazah, Al-Yadan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamah, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayat, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, the Ayakayaka, Wayarach, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makal Right, Yashama, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashama, Taza Afka, Aika, I will love. Amen.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even forevermore. So be it.
Psalm 83. Al-Hayam, Al-Zamayalaka, Al-Takarash, Al-Tashakwat, Al-GEN.YAHANNA, Al-Wab-Yaka, Yahama-Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Amka, Ya'ayawamwa, Sawada, Wayafa, Yawa-Aitazawa, Al-Zapawanka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanyakakidam, Magaya, Wala'ah, Yazaka, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa-Aitazawa, Labah, Lakadwa, Al-Yaka, Ba'ayaf, Yakarafwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wa, Yashamai Alayam, Ma'awaba, Wahagayam, Gabal, Wa'aymalak, Hayashaf, Aymishabya, Tazawa, Gam Ashawa, Nalawa, Ayman, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, I.S.U.P.K, Kamadyan, Kayasakat, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabyan, Manakal, Hoyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, the Adama, Shayatamba, Nadayabmawa, Ka'ira, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kalisayakamba, Asha, Aimaya, Nayarashah, Lanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahaya, Shayatamba, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Ka'ash, Taba'ayayara, Wa-Kalaba, Talahat, Hayam, Kantavadakma, Basa-Iraka, Wabasa, Wapafka, Kabalaham, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabukwashwa, Shankar, Yahweh, Yabasha, Wayabu Alwa, Ijai, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayada Kaya Ata, Shamka, Yahweh, the Badwa, Al-Yawan, Al-Kaha, Arataza, Aman.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have
thee
lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And have consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come
Come
and let us cut them off.
and let us cut them off
From being the nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
maybe no one can remember
They
it.
have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They have confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacle of Edom
and the Ishmaelites of Moab,
and the Ishmaelites of Moab,
the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is joined with them.
Ashur is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah, do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook
at the brook
of Kisan,
of Kisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became a dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Areb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zeeb,
and like Sayed.
yea,
Yea.
all the princes of Zabah,
Or the princes of Bar,
and Zalmanah,
and Zalmanah,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the house of
in
Yahweh
possession.
in possession.
All my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as the fire burns for wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So rescue them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may see my name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be
and
confounded
troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
art the most high
are the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
all
earth,
things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now,
now,
and evils,
and evils,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
and
and
punishment,
destruction
and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against
thy
us,
prophets,
the
the
prophets,
teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school,
and the schools,
and evils,
and evil,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
and
and
punishment,
destruction
and
to
destruction
the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose
shake
the
loose
treasure
the
of
treasure
the rich of Israel
of the rich of
that
Israel
refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
force their
to
riches
enter into thy sanctuary,
to enter into thy
send
sanctuary,
evils
to evil,
and curses,
and curses,
punishment,
and
and
punishment,
destruction
and destruction
to the Edomites
to the
and
Edomites
the nations
and the nations
and their drug dealers,
and the drug
the
dealers,
court system,
the court
the
system,
prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and
Roman
armies,
Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic
the
Church,
Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Pascomatazzi,
Pascomatazzi,
gay movement,
gay movement,
lesbian movement,
lesbian
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army, Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet
and the airways,
and
cable access channels,
cable access channels,
and the radio channels,
and the radio channels,
convict the spirit
convict the
of
spirit
any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop us,
that seek to stop
and
us,
bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the
that
heathen
stand in the way,
that stand in the
or
way,
try to stop us
or try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your
throughout
words
the planet Earth.
throughout the planet
Let
Earth.
loose
Let loose
all the plagues,
all the plagues,
cause them to go
cause them to
to
go
and fro
to and fro
through the earth,
through the earth,
consume them,
and consume them.
let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the
and
thief
the murderer,
and the murderer.
let Yahushai,
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael,
Michael
and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying saucers
and punish all the heathens
and punish all the
that
heathen
come up against us
that come up against
as we
us
speak thy word,
as we speak thy
cause
word,
it to be known
cause it to be
by
known
all.
by all.
There is the angels
There is the
that
angels
have done it,
that have done
cause
it,
it to be spread through the media,
cause it to be spread through the media
throughout the whole world,
throughout the whole
cause them
world,
to shake at thy coming.
cause the shake of thy
In the
coming.
name of Yahushai,
In the name of Yahweh,
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. That's the class. Okay, that's cool. One can speak to the teacher, Miller Visual, Iman Shabbat, Imadian, Iraq, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Kafam.
Yajamata, and Sar, which means turn to sisters. One can speak to sisters. Sorry, come on. Just wait a second. Let you turn on the things of no sweat. No sweat. Iman Shabbat, Imadian, Iraq,
Yahweh Shema Alafah Hashem Yahweh.
Yajamata, Class dismissed.